Bill and Red on Monday, June the 23rd, with a hot cup of Joe, and I'd like to welcome you to Modeling Blog Daily, where I cover all facets of modeling. And today's blog is dedicated to the Kingfish. This is a magnificent model that I built in the 70s. It's no longer available. It's made by Bill. No, it's kitted by Sterling, Sterling Models Inc. Sterling used to be a wonderful company, and they made. I did some digging on the web. They made a whole series of boats that were mahogany kind of boats with mahogany tops, and they were kind of like power boats. And you can see, you've probably seen these collectors that float them in lakes and ponds. There was a whole series of wonderful mahogany kind of wooden boats. And one of the things that they came out with was a series of sailboats in the 60s, 65, 66. Look at the prices on those things: $2.95, $3.25, $8.95, only in your dreams. And they had the Chris Craft and sleepy robots, but the kits were well made, but they were tough. They were very tough, and I've always been interested in building models. When I was a kid, I built the balsa airplanes and things like that, but this was the first model of substance that I ever tackled. I don't think it was very much money at all, but it's not for the faint-hearted, no way. In any case, I dug up. I keep all my models, guys. I dug up this monster, and I wanted to share it with you, at least to show you some of the magnificence of it. It would need to be restored because it's been sitting in storage for such a long time. But the boat itself is wonderful because it has the kind of a wooden deck, and let me open up this inside. I put a remote control kind of a speaker in there and you can see it's got a big servo for the fin. See the fin down there? And it's quite, it's quite a build. I would like part of my blog and part of my series. Eventually, I'm going to be getting back into building remote control models and even boats. I have a whole series, by the way, of boats that I haven't built. I've got the original fiberglass Calypso. And what made this particular model so unique was the way it was constructed. The hull was done. It was a fiberglass hull. You had to attach the weight and everything, but you didn't have to do the fiberglass. But you had to build up the hull in sections. And one of the things I think that modern technology has done, we've lost the interest in these older boats because they are complicated. Quite frankly, they're very complicated, and they have plans that are detailed and big. Look, like you don't get your instructions are basically on a piece of paper that's as big as a card table. And you got to lay it. You got to have the space to do it. you know, it's messy. You got to glue it up, and you got to do this and do that. I've been more inclined to do kind of Lego things, simply because it's easier to work with. But one of the most relaxing hobbies in the world is taking a boat like this, putting servos in it with a remote control deal. When you put the battery in there with the servos, and all you're doing really is you're moving the rudder, so the rudder's going, and then you're trimming the sail. And so you have two servos, so you need two servos, so you have a simple radio. It's a simple setup. And when you do that, you take this big boat. It's a big boat. Look at my hand. This is a really large boat. And you take it down to your pond on a Sunday afternoon, and you sit at the edge of the pond, and you have your picnic lunch, and you just enjoy you put your boat in the pond, and you float it, and you can go for hours. And and it works just like a real sailboat, guys. I mean, it picks up the wind, and you can steer it with the rudder. You can trim the sails with the servo to catch the wind. That's what that big see that rod is. That's a big rod for the sail. So you can basically trim the sails, and it works exactly like a full-scale sailboat. So it's fun. I mean, it's relaxing. On a Sunday afternoon with a picnic lunch next to a pond with a sailboat like this and a remote control, there isn't much classier things to do in life, guys. Most people today, though, they buy the boats made up, and you can buy these made up for like $150. But this one here, it probably cost me $30 as a kit. I have another one, by the way, another Sterling, brand new in the box. I'll show you one of these days. It's called the Sailfish. This is called the King Fish. Absolutely stunning boat. The company has been out of business since the early 80s, but they were renowned for their mahogany kind of runabout boats. But this is a classic, and I thought I'd share it with you. Bill and Red signing off on a Monday morning with black coffee to go and sleepy robots. At least he didn't clonk on the table. Have a great day. We'll see you later, alligator.